Abisi, tell us a little bit about yourself. Just give us a short profile. Talk about the family and your business. Go.
Okay. My name is Bisi Akitayo. I'm known as the Amazon of Information, and I actually started my importation business because I used to be a financially frustrated housewife. When I talk about financially frustrated, for those who are actually housewives or who actually are mothers who are watching right now, who have a job, understand what it means when you have 2-3 kids. Because one is still manageable, 2-3 kids, the needs are growing every day. So stage in mind, I keep asking for more money each time my husband gives me money, and I would tell me that, oh babe, if you also need more money, to try and do something to me, because every time it looks as if it's never enough, because the family, they have people coming around, and I've been doing my mini importation like a Jelenke method, and I thought of it. Yeah, he said, if I need more money, I need to actually make more money. Then I started mini importation, but I've not really grown into got a major break in the importation business. So one of the things I actually started by going for a training. Luckily, there was a training which was holding in his office there, and got paid for the training, and I went for the training, and that was where the journey began for me, and it turned. And today, the name you know me by, that's the Amazon of Mini Importation. I remember my Mrs. Steve was with Dr. Weber in his house, and they were having a webinar. And after the webinar, I went to webinar. I said, wow, I also do something like this. I love to talk. I love to train, but I don't like to be visible. I'm a very shy person. I don't like people to see me, actually. I don't like people to know who I am, just to be the woman behind the scene. So I said to Dr. Kwe and Mr. Steven then that I actually love what you did, and this is really amazing. Like talking to people online, talking to them about your product, people actually subscribing. I would love to do something like this. And Dr. Kwe, wow, Dr. Kwe gave me a whole lot of ideas. I said, babe, I don't think this is you. And he actually gave me the name Amazon of Mini Importation, that you could even call yourself Amazon of Mini Importation. And I love the name. I actually saw so many. It was a waiting name for me. Like, if you know, for those who are watching online, you should know Amazon. Now, it was so waiting for me that I actually wrote the name somewhere, but I never started. I was so shy that I said, hey, going online, talking and all of that. So I had to hold this thing. But after a while, I brazen up, and on the May 19th, I actually did my first webinar. And that was the breaking point for me. Although before then, I'd already started making more money in importation business, because I got somebody to mentor me, which was Mr. Steven, also, who was giving me ideas on how to start. So I started my online training, as it were. I launched it on May 19th. That was 3 years ago. About 4 years ago, that was when I launched it. And from there, it has been so awesome. So for me, apart from being a mini importation expert, I also happen to be one of the directors of Infinity Foundation. That's an organization that helps less privileged orphans in the society. Also, one of the directors of Binido e-commerce. We're launching soon, and it's going to be the #1 e-commerce website in Africa. And
there you go. I love that.
People. Thank you, Doctor. I've actually raised over 6,000 people when it comes to training in importation business, because we train them how you can connect with the manufacturers, buy these items at a very cheap rate, ridiculous items, and make open cash by doing that. So that's a little about who Bisi Akitayo is. But don't forget, I'm actually a mother. I have 3 kids. A stay-home mom. Sometimes I can go to the office. Most times I can try to stay at home. I have my office. This is my office in my house. I can do my trainings. I can do anything I want to do. Like, so easy. So it's been an amazing journey.
All right, fantastic. Well, I'm so glad to have been played a little part in your journey. I remember when I gave you that name, the Amazon of Mini Importation. You first told me, wow, that is too much. I'm like, well, when you claim it, it can become yours, and you have lived up to it. I don't think anybody who has ever gone through your training or who has gone through your mentorship with doubt that you are really the Amazon of mini importation, and doing it with 3 young kids at the same time. Basically means you have proved the lie to any woman out there, any mother out there who's saying, I'm too busy with my kids to be able to learn something new. All right?
Absolutely.
So now I want to talk more about in the context, because of the background I gave earlier, in the context of the family, or as a woman in a man's business, also having to deal with family stuff. Can you tell us a little bit, what has it been like for you? What has it been like? Has it been fun?
For me, it has been really, really amazing. It has been awesome. Being able to do a business whereby I'm making money, not just anyhow money. In months, sometimes when I look at the account, when I see the account and I see, wow, you did this in importation business. I mean, in like you did this volume. Like I look at myself 5 years ago and say, oh, this Capitayo, can you do this? Could it have been you? Because I remember 5 years ago, I was just telling myself, if I could just get a job that they're paying me 100K to support my home. And right now, if I look at the 100K, it's nothing, like absolutely nothing,
Exactly.
in this current Nigeria we have right now. So
in the current money you are making, right? 100K, because that's less than $300, right?
Honestly, though.
Well, we thank God for that, and that is the potential of what is out there, women. For those of you ladies who are watching this, like she said at the beginning, in case you missed the beginning of this show, where she talked about needing to get extra money from her husband, and her husband is saying, you want more money, you got to go do something yourself. That was when, if her husband had given her 100,000, she would have thought that the husband is the best in the world. Now she's telling you 100,000 naira today is like, what are you talking about? In fact, the husband won't even try, because she knows that right now, all you need to do is get on a live show that $1,000 will come out in 1 hour, right? Okay, let's get into the meat of the discussion for today. Remember, the topic we are trying to help out today is for women in business. Okay, what has it been like for women in business? Why will you think it's a good thing for women, whether housewives, professional women, or women in business, to get involved in digital business? Can you give us like 3 or 5 benefits or good reasons why you think this might be a good thing for them?
Number one, for every woman who actually is into digital business or an online business, they work at their companies. Like, you don't need to actually have like a timetable. I'm waking up 5 o'clock. I'm going to work. I have to get to work before 8, and I'm coming back 4 or 5. Or pick my kids. You can decide today I'm not going to work. You can decide today, oh, I want to take time off to go on a vacation because I work so hard. You can decide to say, although I work on a particular, I have a time, I make sure I discipline myself. The fact that I don't go to the office every day, I have the time. I have to wake up 5 a.m., dress up as if I'm also in the office, even if I'm working from home. But the good thing is that they work at their convenience. They can either decide to work today and not work tomorrow, or work the whole week, or work the whole month and say, well, next month I'm taking a break. Also, apart from that, they are their own boss. They don't have to say, oh, my boss said to me, I'm hungry. The only thing that can get them upset is whether a client actually talked to them. And for me, I know how to handle that anyway. But you are your own boss. You are making your own money. You can do whatever you want to do with your money. But I still say that you have a good account. You don't spend everything that comes to your table. You have good record keeping. But the fact that you're also your home boss, you're able to look after your kids, you're able to look after your home, you're able to look after your husband, and at the same time, you're looking good, you're smiling, your bank account is smiling, is also a good reason for me to tell every woman or anyone who is interested in doing an online business or a digital marketing business to go into it. Another thing is that they also get to fulfill their dreams. I remember when I used to depend on my husband for everything. Most times, I see myself as the last person. Now, if you go on my Facebook and look at my pictures 5 years ago, you discover that the pictures of 5 years ago is different from the pictures you see right now, because I used to make sure that everybody is well taken care of before I am taken care of. I'm like the last person, because I make sure that the money actually is enough for them. If the money is not enough for them, then I don't get to share. Now I get to live my dream. I get to live my life. I'm not living my life for my kids.
Let me interrupt you quickly there. I have to say, your current pictures are so hot, it's not even funny. You are looking deadly. Okay, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You are right. You are taking care of yourself, and it shows. And at the same time, you are taking care of your kids. You're taking care of your husband. I see you going on. I see you in the US. Even though you didn't come to Omaha, I'm going to hold you to that. You are letting your husband influence you negatively. If he doesn't want to come to Omaha, you should get on a plane with your kids and come by yourself. You know his own sins are chasing him, right? Don't let his sins chase you too.
No, doctor, do you know, I didn't even think about it, because the vacation with 3 kids wasn't easy for me at all. That was the first time I'll be with them alone without a help, being on a vacation. So so many things I planned to do. I couldn't even go shopping. I couldn't do so many things. I was just like, oh my God.
What did we just talk about? Time?
I didn't talk about time, but doctor, you know, America is different from Nigeria. If it's Nigeria, the way I look at them and the way I respond them.
You are in the US. You are in the US for at least 10 days. I know that. Okay?
Yeah,
that is 10 days. 24 hours times 10 days. That's 240 hours. You could spare 10 hours of that for me if you love me. Okay?
Sorry, doctor. Next is
priority. It is priority.
Number one, doctor, number one priority.
No
and
problem.
honestly, that's been my thing, that when I visit the kids, I was going to visit mommy, I was going to visit everybody in the home. But when I go there, I don't want the home. But don't worry,
it's okay.
Your house is one place you're going to visit. So sorry, doctor.
I waive all the tithes. You know, I'm your digital pastor. You refuse to pay me tithes.
Yeah.
That's why you are running. But it's okay. God knows your number. All right, coming back to the topic so that we don't lose trend yet. She has mentioned several, for those of you who are following this, she has said one of the good things why women should be involved in this is that you can get to be financially independent. Not because you don't want to be under your husband or be responsible to your husband or to be responsive to your husband, but because you don't want to leave all that burden to him, and you also want to be able to support. Number 2, you are able to take care of yourself without having to wait for any other man to come and give you money. Your husband, if you are not married, your boyfriend or your friend, you don't have to wait for that. You can take care of business yourself. Before, when Stephen is traveling to America, when she was doing nothing, she cannot even open mouth and say, I want to come with my kids. Because Stephen will tell him, where do you want me to find all that money? You know how women are, even when we have the money. We say, but if Stephen invests too much now, you say, okay, I'll buy the ticket. And all she can do is, okay.
Yes, so. Okay. Yes, so.
And that is so good to do. It's so good. You know, there's nothing that makes somebody feel fulfilled more than knowing that, yes, you love your husband, you love your family, but you are not beholden to any human being, because we should be able to do what we think is good, even if the person we need it to do for us cannot afford it. Everything should not be our husband. There should be times where we can even buy our husband's tickets out of love. So, okay, let's go. That's what I'm waiting for now, okay, from my wife too, to buy me tickets and say, let's go, right? Number 2, you are able to do it from your house, even while you are attending to your children. Number 3, you are able to become fulfilled as a professional. All right. And while it is true, women are more homely, their jobs, more of their orientation and their build is more geared towards taking care of kids than men, in terms of they have the body physique. Men don't give baby milk. Men, when most children, when they are young, when they have problems, they run to their mothers, because that's how it is designed. You can do all of that while at the same time you are also still working. Those are 3 good reasons. Any other reasons you think out there that you think ladies, married or single or professional, should get involved in this game?
What did you say, doctor?
Yeah, can you hear me? I'm saying, I just more or less summarized the 3 or 4 things you've said so far. Is there any more reasons why you think women should be in this game?
Yes, another reason for me is that they're able to give back to the society. As a woman, it's not just about your family or family members or your loved ones. You are able to also contribute to helping in need, somebody who is actually in need out there, or maybe somebody who is actually in your family as well, because as a woman, being financially independent or being in the digital marketing field also helps you, gives you this confidence that when you're talking, I'm not saying it makes you to begin to boast to your husband or to make you not to be humble anymore, but it gives you this confidence, and it makes your husband have this confidence in you that even if I'm down right now financially, like my husband once in a while calls me his secret ATM machine. Like,
exactly. Yeah, so
once he has invested his money, he can
bring money.
Can you borrow me some money there? And of course, I'm going to collect every dime back.
Oh, that's women for you. You collect your money. I know your husband's money is both your money, but your money is your own. That's how life is. It's okay. It's okay.
My money is my money.
It's
money
okay.
is our money.
As long as the money is there for us to borrow when we need money, no problem. All right.
There's this confidence, this new look that your husband begins to, this way your husband begins to look at you, your husband's family, they respect you more because they know you're not just a wife who is dependent on their son or who is dependent on the husband. You are also contributing to the home. You are also able to take care of some things as regards the family. And like sometimes there's some bills I just tell my husband, no, don't worry, I've actually settled this bill. You don't need to send the money to me. Like, don't worry, I'm going to take care of this. So it's
is that love is always working when money is flowing both ways. So it's when it's flowing one way that love doesn't work. I get that. Now let's move on. Let's move on. And now we are talking about the sweet part. Can you tell our audience or women who are watching out there what kind of challenges that you have faced in starting your own digital business that you will want or will advise other women to be prepared for? Because we all know nothing is 100% rosy. When they get into this, they are definitely going to face some challenges. So you want to try to help them with a few of them that based on what you have experienced.
Okay, I had a lot of challenges when I started. Even still in the business, challenges will always come. But one of the challenges I had was not really having direction as at what I should really buy, how to go about the business, like the niche I should go into. Like I was almost going into everything. Like everything seems cheap, and I was not really defined as that, okay, who is really Bisi Akintayo? What is she really selling as my physical product and also my online product? Because today you could see me still trying to sell importation. Tomorrow I'm selling email marketing. Tomorrow I'm selling another stuff, and tomorrow I'm selling something else. So everything before I knew it, I was. And I say a lot of women in the business do it because maybe for today, mean importation is not really working well. Like you're not making a whole lot of money, which is normal in business. And I see them pick up another product. I see them pick up another thing in another industry. But being able to get, number one, a mentor to tell me to actually make sure that for now, what I needed to do was to carve a niche for myself in the industry, not do everything, at least become like an 100% professor in this particular field you have picked before you can even say you want to move to another thing. Let the name Bisi Akintayo, when people think about Bisi Akintayo, the first thing that comes to their mind is mini importation. So you shouldn't be a jack of all trades at the beginning. So that's getting a mentor who was able to mentor me right actually was one of the ways I was able to overcome that challenge. Now, the second challenge I had was marketing. I had good products, or I have good training packages I needed to give to people. I know what I could offer, what I could do, but I didn't know the right way I could go about marketing my products and getting the right client. because I see people who do what I do today, and I see how much they charge, and I know what I offer. Majority of them do not offer what I offer, because of the fact that I actually I tell people, when it comes to importation business, any can train your importation business, but how to build a brand, how to sustain your brand. Even people I coach on my platform, they know I was saying on the coaching with one of my students around to one yesterday, day before yesterday, 2 days ago. Like, we have trainees coaching session every day, and sometimes it's quite taxing, but I do it, and I love what I do, and I enjoy what I do. But marketing for me was a big challenge, because I saw that the price of what I was selling was being bastardized in the market, and at some point it almost wanted me to bring down the price of what I was doing, despite the fact that I know I was offering more value than those who were bringing down their price. And I said to myself, but because I had a mentor in the business, and he was able to tell me that, no, you are not connecting to the right clients. If you want to go to where your client is, if you want people to get your business or be a part of your success story or care what you're selling, then you need to find where your clients are.
Basically, to summarize, because you are going at 1,000 miles an hour. Some of our guys out there need to follow you. Basically, she's outlining the challenges that that she faced, that you need to watch out for if you're a woman out there who wants to go into this, who wants to go into digital business. Number one, you need to clearly define your niche. Don't do jack of all trades. That actually applies to anybody online. I remember also talking to her about this earlier on, that you need to focus, keep only one niche and knock it until you see blood. But of course, like everything, most times we don't listen the first time we hear it. We still do all that until we get tired. So you can save yourself a lot of pain, okay, by going in from day one, knowing that I have to pick one particular niche and then focus on it. Number two challenges she said she faced was marketing. Okay, how to market a product in a way that will be profitable for her. She took time out to learn that. Number three is basically not try to compete on price. She said that you have to know your market, you have to know who you are selling to, and no matter what you are selling, there will be somebody who will sell it for a smaller price. You cannot be competing on price, but competing on value and on clientele. Those are three challenges that she has mentioned. So we're going to move on quickly, because really we are almost out of time here, and I see a lot of ground to cover. Of course, when we are done, you are going to get an opportunity to continue to develop this further with Mrs. Akitayo, because she is going to tell us at the end of the interview how you can continue, if you're interested in going into the type of business she's in or need mentorship, how you can get in touch with her. We are going to come to that in a minute. Now, briefly, BC, because we are running out of time, can you quickly summarize in a few words what are some of the easy to get into businesses that you will recommend for women? And I'm talking digital business now, things that they can do mostly online, even if it has a little offline connection like mini importation. So if you were to recommend 3 or 4 great, easy to get into digital businesses today, what will those be? Go, 1 minute.
One of them, I would say, which I'm into, is mini importation business, because you can start with zero capital. You buy items at, like, you can buy an item for 100 naira and sell for like 2,500 or 5,000 naira. You can buy a shoe for 2,500 and sell for like 7K. So mini importation business.
This is international. Talk dollars.
Because, yeah, sorry. You can buy like a product, for instance, you can buy for like 20 cents. Like, I have a student in US who buys a wristwatch for $20, buying and landing to US, and she sells one wristwatch for $100. So you can buy items like that and sell to make maximum profit. Now, you can also go into, as a woman, you can go into graphics design. Somebody will say, oh, woman graphics design. Yes, you love to paint your face, right? So of course you can be a good graphics designer as a woman. It's very easy. And when they find women in that field, they pay them really well. And if you know you're good in it, so you can go into graphics design as a woman. You can go into affiliate marketing. That is so easy, just selling other people's products. You can go into email marketing. there are lots of people who are actually making money in that field as well. And you can go into video monetization. As a woman, you have a knowledge about a particular field in business, you just turn that into a video and begin to sell to people. Maybe you are you want to train people on how they can actually become a successful coach, or you want to train people about a particular business which you know about. You can turn that into a video and monetize it and begin to sell. There's so much money in video monetization. So there are lots of internet businesses you can do. I've given you a couple of them, and you can pick anyone which is okay by you to do. Okay, Doctor, I think
no, that was now you are flowing with me. That was delivered so fast. I like it. So essentially, what she's saying is there's so many opportunities out there for men or women to go into digital business. And what I do have, okay, for those of you who are on this call, I'm going to explain my producer. Please send me the link. I want to give free access to a book I wrote. It's called Digital Business Gold Mines. In that book, which is a big favorite of mine, I described 12 different businesses that you can go into with virtually no investment. And I would like to give a free copy of that book. I'm selling it on Amazon right now for $39.99. But for everybody watching this show right now, I would like to give you a free copy of that book. I'm waiting for a link from my team. Hopefully they will get it to me before the end of this. If you are watching, producer Chinaya and Co, I need you guys to get me that link to download a free copy. Talk to Bio. I need that link so that people can go and download that free book. It's called Digital Business Gold Mines, and I believe digitalbusinessgoldmines.com. You probably will see the book there. I don't know if that page is free or not. But digitalbusinessgoldmines.com, if you, I think you can order a free copy of it and pay only shipping and handling, I think. So in that book, okay, I explained 12 different businesses that anybody can go into, man or woman. And I believe with that, once you go through that book, you can actually then pick one that you want to specialize in. So that way you can start getting yourself together on this digital business thing. I think digitalbusinessgoldmines.com is the URL. I'm not 100% sure right now because I have so many of these domains. I can't remember them off air. Digitalbusinessgoldmines.com. We will post the link later, even if I cannot get it now before the end of this show, which is going to be ending in a few minutes. All right, we are still, for those of you just joining us, we are talking with Mrs. Bisi Akitayo, one of the foremost netpreneurs out there, at least for women in a man's world. All right, she is rocking it with us right now. I think our video passed out a little bit now when I try to get something, but she's going to be back on in a minute. We are talking to her. Bisi, are you still there? Can you still hear me well?
I'm here.
Okay, you're here. Okay. Sometimes my stuff doesn't show blank. I don't know what's going on with that. But at least they can hear you. Your voice is what they need the most. They should not be looking at another man's wife too much. All right, so let's go to the next question. Because I see that some of them are already shadowing you that this one there. She has 3 kids, so don't look too much. Guys, he has 3 heavy, and Mr. Stephen Akita is not playing. If you look at that too much, somebody can get punched in the eye. All right, let's go to the next question here. All right, so I want you an acknowledged specialist in mini importation yourself. All right, so we want, can you tell us a little bit on what exactly mini importation is? So what is it for those of us who are watching out there, just in case it might interest some of those guys out there?
Okay, mini importation is all about buying items in fewer quantities and bringing it at a subsidized rate Different from the rate is selling in your own country, bringing it to your own country and selling to make maximum profit. Like I gave you an example of a lady buying an item for $20 and bringing it down to US and selling for $100. Now that is what importation business is all about. You buy at a lower rate and you sell at a higher rate to make maximum profit. And the good thing about mini importation is that you do not need an import license. You do not need to leave your country. Like I used to have a woman who is in the UK. She used to travel from one country to another country to buy goods to sell. And after she got my training in importation business, she stopped traveling. Now she supplies people both in UK. She's making money via importation business, and in Nigeria she sells also as well. And all this can be done via your smartphone. All you need is your phone, data connection, and the data on the knowledge rather on how to go about the business. So you do not even need like any big deal. Like, and the good thing is you can invest as little as $100, $200, $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. What another student of my the student that is selling wristwatch, she said she started with zero capital. You can start the business without money as long as you have the knowledge and how to go about. I said right now she has started with zero capital. She does importation of about $7,000 right now to sell to people, and this is somebody who started in the US with zero capital and has grown it into $7,000 US. And that's the same way it can be for anybody. It is not a rocket science. It's just simple procedures you have to follow through. And once you follow those processes, of course, you begin to make your money. So for anybody who...
So basically what you are saying is that mini importation is where people buy products for dead cheap prices in some select websites all over the world, and they can sell it for as much as 10, 20 times the price. I've seen crazy stuff happen. Give us an idea, for instance, maybe about 3 or 4 items, what they can buy it for and what they can sell it for, so that people can have an idea how this works.
There's a product I was trying to get here. Okay.
Unfortunately, we are not seeing you, but at least we can hear you. At least I'm not seeing you.
There's this product now. It's called Nano iTech. Okay, let me start with the anti-radiation device. Now, this anti-radiation device, if you go on one of the websites, which is for wholesalers, we give out to our students. Now, this particular anti-radiation device, if you go on Amazon, some people are selling for $29. Some are selling for about $7. Now, the anti-radiation device, let me shock you, it's not up to $1. It is not up to $1 for the anti-radiation. And on Amazon, you can get it for $29.
I wish you can see your video so that I can show us some of this stuff. I know you probably have it there in the house, yeah?
Yes, I'm trying. There's one at the back of my phone. Let me just bring it out so we can see now. This is how small it is. What is anti-radiation device? For those who use smartphones and laptops, gadgets a lot, it prevents radiation from coming, like affecting your health. And so what you do, you can use it on any gadget and you can make money by just selling this small device, and it doesn't carry weight. Now there's another product.
How much so they can buy it and sell
it? Less than $1. It's less than $1. This product.
And how much can they sell it for?
And they can sell it as much as $29. If they want to sell it for $10,
that is over. I don't know even how many percentage that is. That's like 2,000%.
Yeah,
$1 to $20. That is like that's 2,000% profit. I know for some of you listening to this, you think it's crazy, but this is just a tip of the iceberg. Give us another product. I just wanted to talk the product. How much you get it? How much you can sell it?
Okay, there's another product called liquid screen guard. Liquid screen guard. And what does this product do? Instead of you actually getting a screen guard for your phone all the time, which ends up breaking and you have to change. Now, they have devised a method whereby you use this liquid screen guard, and if you use an hammer or a knife to scratch your phone, it doesn't scratch. That is, this is actually stronger than the normal screen guard we normally have. You just apply it on your phone and it's solid device. Now, how much is this liquid screen guard selling for? It's selling for 38 cents. This liquid screen guard. Now you can sell this screen guard also the same amount that you're going to be buying the same anti-radiation device. You can sell for $20, you can sell for $25. You can go on Amazon and check out the prices, and you'll be surprised at the prices you see. And nobody can actually determine the price you sell in the market. So these are ridiculous products you can buy and make amazing profit from. Now, there's a particular sandal that I actually saw on Amazon, which I actually ended up buying. And this sandal on Amazon was selling for $29
on Amazon. $29
on Amazon. On Amazon. By the time I checked with the manufacturers, this sandal was nothing less than $8.55.
Wow.
That was the original price from the manufacturer. So you get
over 300%. And
yeah,
that,
so
you have to buy, because we are, like I said, I need to speed this up a little bit. Do you have to buy bulk of this to be able to do this? Typically, the way people think is that to get cheap prices, you have to buy wholesale. Tell us about that.
The minimum oftentimes that you have to buy is not more than 3 pieces of this product. Sometimes you have to buy, even when it comes to gadgets, you can buy 1 piece. Sometimes it could be 2 pieces, but oftentimes it's usually between 1 and 3 pieces you have to buy to get at this
wholesale price. And you get that wholesale price for that.
Absolutely.
Wow, guys, are you listening? Or ladies out there, those of you who like to buy and sell, the reason why I brought Mrs. Ebisi Akitaya today is I know most women like to buy and sell. You are a natural for it. She's saying now you can actually go where you actually pay less than wholesale prices, but you are buying retail quantity. That is the trick behind mini importation. You get these specialized websites that give you prices that are below what wholesalers get, but you don't have to buy more than a few pieces at a time, 2, 3 units, 5 units max, and you can bring it in depending on what your capital is, and you can sell it at 3,000% profit. I've seen these things happen. All right, and this is an area, something you can do from the comfort of your house. It doesn't matter whether you're a banker, it does not matter whether you're a housewife, it does not matter whether you are a roadside seller, it does not matter. You can do this on your time by simply creating 1 or 2 hours a day to chat with your manufacturers, get your products coming, and they will even ship it to Nigeria or anywhere in the world.